You are so powerful and have the potentiality of the entire universe inside of you. My name is Adrienne Grace. I am a mindset coach to high performers and also an intuitive. And today I want to talk to you about expressing more of who you truly are, tapping into that infinite potentiality. I want to take things back for a moment to when you were first conceived. If you think about it, you had your mother and your father, a sperm and an egg that came together and formed one cell. That one cell split and split and split and split into 70 trillion cells that self-organized itself into you, a human being, a full human being. And you still currently have 70 trillion cells within your body and your system that are constantly using an intelligence that is powered through you to keep you, the human being, alive. Isn't that just amazing and blows your mind when you think about that? Like, you don't have to think about how to digest your food. You don't have to think about breathing. You don't have to think about passing blood through every single limb of your body right now. No, there is an intelligence that is pervading your entire system that is doing that for you. And that is just absolutely mind-blowing, incredible. So if you just want to take that in for one moment, you are a walking miracle. And now taking even the fact that it probably was a one in gazillion chance that your parents even met, I mean, truly, you are a walking miracle. So the reason why I'm talking about this is if you think about a liver cell, right? That liver cell, as this one cell divided and self-organized, some became liver cells, some became brain cells, some became skin cells, some became brain cells. They all differentiated itself. Now, here's what's really interesting. Each cell actually contains the entire blueprint for you. It contains the DNA of the whole. And that's actually an interesting thing too about like how stem cells work. Stem cells are undifferentiated cells that get injected into your body, and then your body knows where you need more cells, and so then they get differentiated into a liver cell or a heart cell or whatever it is that you need. And so these cells are undifferent or undifferentiated at first, and then they become differentiated, and they're just expressing certain genes within the full entirety of the DNA that they have inside of them. So, like a liver cell is expressing certain genes, certain characteristics, so that it becomes just a liver cell. But within that cell, it has the full coding of the whole. So now let's kind of take a little bit of a bigger view now. We live in a universe that has repeating patterns. So, what if you are a cell in a whole organism, which I believe that we are? We are one cell in this organism of Mother Earth, you can call it. And what's really interesting is that you are expressing just certain characteristics to be you, but you have the potentiality of the whole within you. How cool is that? And so we always hear about, oh, you have so much potential and we have so much potential inside of us. But what does that mean? It truly means that you have the potential of the whole entire universe within you. Now, it doesn't mean that you're the whole universe inside of you, right? And it doesn't mean that, like, materially, obviously, we are just one small part. It's expressing itself, just like a liver cell is just like this one tiny little dot in a system of 70 trillion cells, but it still has that potentiality. And so that is you also, that you are just this one tiny dot, but has this full potentiality. And I also might want to say that without you, the whole system kind of collapses, right? And that's also how important you are. So, Carl Jung, the Austrian psychologist, used to have this very simple picture of, I'm trying to focus this in so you can see it. He called this the self. See, this is the sea of all potentialities, of all characteristics that you could possibly be down here. And then this self just expresses certain ones. So, oh, I am this. I'm smart. I'm not good with money. I'm this. I'm that. Whatever you're saying about yourself, whatever you believe yourself to be, I'm white. I'm Asian, whatever it is. I'm a female. That all becomes the self. But actually, here's the potentiality. Here's the C of all characteristics. And so, if you want to express a different characteristic, you can. You actually are connected to all potentials, all characteristics, all things that you want to express. So, what is it that you believe yourself to be? And I talk about this a lot in my videos about how we believe our identity is so fixed. I'm this way. I've always been this way. I'm this way. But what if our identity and who we are is a lot more malleable than we thought? And it is. And so I want you to start really being careful and watching your words. What do you use after I am? For example, I had a client just yesterday who said to me, "Oh, I'm really bad at reading. I don't read much and I have all these books that I haven't read." And so I said to her, if you say that, that is going to be your reality. And she's like, and what I try to coach her on is to say, if you're trying to express that, instead of saying, I am this thing, you can say, historically, I haven't been a great reader. I haven't been able to find the time to read. But right now, I am a great reader, right? Because this is all that matters is right here, right now, this present moment. And what was so interesting was that she said to me, it's interesting. That's actually what I was thinking in my head, that historically, I haven't prioritized it. But this is why we continue to perpetuate the past over and over and over again. And we continue to perpetuate our identity over and over again because we just say, I am. And everything that we say after I am just continues on and it perpetuates into the future. This present moment, this point is where all of your power lies, right here, right now. And you can choose to be anything in this moment. The past doesn't matter. All that matters is right here. Who do you want to show up as? Who do you want to be? Do you want to be a good reader? Do you want to be a good writer? Do you want to be creative? Do you want to be a YouTuber? Do you want to be an influencer? Do you want to just make millions and millions of dollars for doing nothing but being absolutely yourself and fully expressing yourself? Whatever it is, you can choose that in this moment. You just have to align with that energy. You have to start telling yourself that that's who you are. I went to go see the movie Michael over this past weekend, and it's such a great movie. And I really love watching movies and documentaries around famous people, especially really amazing artists like Michael Jackson. And he used affirmations regularly. And now there's an interview going on that's been going viral around social media where his nephew, who played him in the movie, talks about, oh, I did not realize how much he used affirmations and how much he did that. And yeah, he said that he had it written all over, that he was constantly talking about it in the mirror, that he was saying things to himself. He was telling people, if I see it in here, then I know that it can happen for me. And so these things work. There is a reason why, for as long as we can remember, people have talked about thoughts becoming things, right? And because it is the truth. A thought is not just a thought, it's a powerful energy actually that is pervading. And your words are even more powerful than just a thought because you're actually broadcasting them. And this is not to say that we can't have negative thoughts. Like I have negative thoughts all the time. I have an obsessive mind. I joke around that I became a mindset coach because of this, because I struggle with my thoughts so much. And so I needed to find these tools. I needed to find ways to disidentify from this narrative that's going on in my mind. I needed to create some space and realize that I'm not my thoughts, that we're so much more than our thoughts, and we actually get to choose our thoughts. And if there are thoughts running through our mind that we don't like, then we don't actually have to get invested in them and we don't have to believe them. We can just create some space and just allow them to be there. So there is something to affirmations. And now I talk about this sometimes that affirmations don't necessarily work if you're just saying to yourself, like, I am rich, I am rich, I am rich, but feeling totally in lack and feeling like a failure and feeling like you don't have enough money and you're in fear. That doesn't work because it's actually the feeling that matters even more than the words. So we want to really align your thoughts, your words, and your feelings all working in harmony. And that's how you broadcast a coherent signal out. And that's how the things come into your life that matches that signal. So, who do you want to be in this moment? You get to choose. You have the potentiality of the whole within you. And I am here just to remind you of that, just to remind you how powerful you really are. Even if you don't believe it, even if you have doubted it your whole life, let your let yourself believe this. Let me look you in the eye and tell you you're amazing and beautiful, and there's nobody quite like you, and you have so much potential. You have the potentiality of the whole inside of you. So believe that. Even if you don't believe it, borrow that belief just for today, just for this moment, and maybe save this video and bring it back anytime you're starting to doubt yourself. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I love you.